Welcome to Tech News for July 5th, 2021. Audacity faces huge backlash from users amid new privacy policy. Audacity is a popular desktop audio editor available across various operating systems. This new change in privacy policy comes after Audacity was acquired by Muse Group, the financial details of which were not publicly disclosed. The new privacy policy has a section about information that may be collected for analytics and improvement by Audacity. The information includes the following: users' country based on IP address, details of CPU, computer's operating system, its name and version, crash reports in breakpad mini dump format, and non-fatal error codes and messages. However, the shadiest part of the new policy, pointed out by many users, is the fact that Audacity may collect data necessary for law enforcement, litigation, and authorities' requests, if any. In simple words, this could mean they can hand over data to state regulators. If you are a concerned Audacity user, you can refrain from updating your application if you are using version 2.4 or below. Those versions are not affected by this privacy policy. Security researcher finds a Wi-Fi disabling bug on iPhones. Carl Shaw, a security researcher and co-owner of Secret Club, which is a non-profit group focusing on reverse engineering software for research purposes, found out that iPhones connected to Wi-Fi networks which have % symbol in their names or SSID could potentially bug the iPhones, resulting in disabling Wi-Fi connectivity. He has also mentioned that certain network features like AirDrop will become unusable. Carl tweeted, "Resetting network settings is not guaranteed to restore functionality. This means the safest way to avoid this issue from happening to you is to stop connecting to Wi-Fi networks which have the % symbol in them." There is no news from Apple so far regarding fixing this bug. However, 9to5Mac has come up with a possible explanation for this issue. The % character syntax is commonly used in programming languages to format variables into an output string. In C programming, the % specifier means to save the number of characters written into the format string out to a variable passed to the string format function. The Wi-Fi subsystem probably passes the Wi-Fi network name or SSID unsensitized to some internal library that is performing string formatting, which in turn causes an arbitrary memory write and buffer overflow. This will lead to memory corruption and the iOS watchdog will kill the process, hence effectively disabling Wi-Fi for the user. China orders suspension of Didi app from app stores. Ride-hailing company Didi Chuxing's app was ordered for removal from all app stores by Cyberspace Administration of China or CAC. CAC claims the app have been collecting personal data of users. Further, CAC has ordered the company to make amendments to accommodate and comply with China's data protection rules. They announced that new user restrictions for Didi are suspended pending a cybersecurity review. The Wall Street Journal reported that over the past few weeks, China's regulators have been cracking down on tech companies for a range of violations with a focus on anti-competitive practices, inconsistent pricing, and the ways apps handle user data. OnePlus 90 leaks and a probable entry into tablet market by OnePlus. TechRadar reports. A Twitter leakster who goes by the name American Megatrends and often shares information around unreleased Chinese smartphones states that OnePlus 90 will move to a 108 megapixel quad camera arrangement, a step up from the 50 megapixel primary sensor on the OnePlus 9 Pro. It is also expected that Hasselblad will play a bigger role in the development and tuning of these cameras, but it's unclear if that will extend to hardware changes just yet. The leak also mentions that the OnePlus 90 will be unveiled in the third quarter of 2021, which overlaps with the September timeline that was previously tipped 6 months after the launch of OnePlus 9 series. We can also expect the Snapdragon 888 Plus chipset, and the phone might run on Oxygen OS that uses Oppo's ColorOS codebase. Android Authority reports OnePlus could enter the tablet market with OnePlus Pad. OnePlus is seemingly pondering an entry into the tablet market. The company has filed a trademark with the EU IPO for the OnePlus Pad moniker, hinting at the firm's first foray into tablets. The filing published on July 1st doesn't shed much light on what a OnePlus Pad would include in terms of specifications, design, and features. It is also highly likely that given the OnePlus Oppo relationship, the tablet might not be a brand exclusive project for the OnePlus. ByteDance starts selling TikTok's AI to third-party clients. TikTok's parent company, the Beijing-based ByteDance, has started selling their successful AI to other companies under the new division called Byte Plus. According to Financial Times, Byte Plus offers customers the chance to access the recommendation algorithm and personalize it for their apps and customers. Byte Plus also offers automated speech and text translation and real-time video effects as well as data analysis tools according to its website. Quick news. TechRadar reports Qualcomm and Capgemini will offer businesses an off-the-shelf private 5G network to aid their digital transformation efforts. What they are offering is a fully tested and validated private network that will be easier and quicker to deploy for customers. TechRadar reports that online payment fraud is costing businesses an estimated $206 billion in losses from identity fraud in the period between 2021 and 2025. There has been a huge surge in synthetic identity and account takeover fraud, which can compromise enter data and payment data of customers. Apple is planning on decentralizing out of Silicon Valley to acquire more talent due to rising living costs in the valley. This would mean that Apple might open more offices in various locations in and out of US or focus more on hiring employees in existing branches outside Silicon Valley. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. You can read about these stories in detail from the links provided in the description.